Hey, welcome back, guys. This is 8-Man Breakdowns with Coach E. I'm Coach E. Let's get started. So today we're talking about nose tackle alignment in the 3-2 defense. Remember, I'm no expert, just sharing ideas and experiences, specifically how I've learned over the years and how we've seen the nose tackle alignment in our 3-2 defense. So nose tackle alignment in the 3-2, we're going to get into it in three specific looks from the offense: tight, spread, and an unbalanced look. All right, so first we'll start with the tight look. So here we go. We got tight right. Well, let's flip it. That's tight left. Okay. So here's the defensive alignment. So 3-2. I'll put the nose tackle last. Corner, inside shade, corner, and safety in the top over the middle. So we got a 5-down offensive lineman look here. 5 linemen. So if what I would personally do is keep the nose tackle in the middle of the formation. Head up with the center. In this case, his only responsibility is bull rush. Try to blow up the center. And let's say they're a team that runs counter. All right, so they're counter left. If this nose guard can get a good rush off the line and blow up the center or push him back a yard, they could potentially disrupt the entire play. And well, in this situation, honestly, me personally, I probably wouldn't be in a 3-2 defense. I'll get into that in a different episode, but there you go. Yeah. So in this situation, that's the best we can do. I'm going to have him put in right here in the middle of the offensive formation. Let's move on to the next formation. The next one is a spread look, and I'm going to go ace. Let's go. Okay, I guess we'll go pistol ace, right? But I'm going to change it to not pistol. So here we go. So the next look is a spread look, and here we have an ace 1x1. Let's move the corners out. Safety still over top of the tight end. Okay, linebackers probably be shifted a little bit here, but okay. So now next thing here. So now we've got a 4-down offensive lineman. So me personally, I'm putting him in the gap, in the middle of the offensive formation, and he's going to shoot that gap. And I'll explain why here in a second. But first, I want to talk about some coaches tend to keep their nose guard head up the center at all times, no matter what the offensive formation is. And I won't say there's a right or wrong way to do it. I'll just say I'll show you why I like him being in the gap a little bit better. So it's personal opinion. Obviously, all of these videos I'm sharing ideas, all right? They're personal opinion. If you disagree, obviously you do not have to run it or do it the way I do it. But here, let's say we're running ace offset, not pistol. And let's say we're running quarterback counter. All right, so let's say it's to the right. So this guard's pulling, kicking out. Center's got the angle already right there. Y has an easy angle block on the linebacker. And the right guard would check and then release the next level. And let's see, running back's going to come across and block back, carrying out his fake. Quarterback's going to fake it, hit the hole right there. Quarterback counter to the right. So in this case, in this scenario, when the nose guard or nose tackle is head up the center, look at this. Everybody has an angle, every single person on the offensive line. And the right guard doesn't necessarily have to help double at all. He can check with the nose and see if the center needs help and then release. But usually the center is one of your best O-line. And yeah, the nose guard might be one of the best D-line. But usually if he's just got to take one step, he can get there fast enough for 1 or 2 seconds to hold him in front of him for the quarterback to get by. As long as they're repping it a lot. And if they're a counter run team and they rep this all the time, definitely. Okay. So my personal opinion, I don't like it because it gives everyone on the offensive line angles if you leave him on top of the center. Now let's move him over and I'll explain how I think it changes that. So now, first of all, if the center wants to block and try to double up here, he's got to stretch to the right. All right. Now the right guard has to double. He has to hit the nose, because if the nose is shooting through this gap and let's say he doesn't get anything on him, he's going to at least end up right here, right in the quarterback's path in this case. And okay, so let's go back to this. So, and let's say he is going to double him up and he's still going to try to release. It's still going to be tough for him to release. He might have to double and stay, because you always get the first level first, then you move up to the second level. So in this case, if he's in the gap and he draws a double team, that would be the minimum worst case scenario, that he draws a double team. That's the minimum, the bare minimum that he could do from this. He draws a double team, but the good thing about that obviously is it frees up this linebacker. And if he flows or follows guard, there he goes. He's right in the play, right? So the minimum that can happen here in this case, if you put him in the gap, is he draws a double team. That's the minimum, and he gets blocked, right? But if that does happen, like I said, there you go. You free up the linebacker. That's the biggest reason why I like putting him in the middle. Draw the double team, right? So there you go. Let's go. Let's move on to an unbalanced look. All right. Well, we just had ace right, so let's flip that. Let's go to the left side here. So he's probably going to be a little widened. Linebacker. Yep, linebacker. Corner's not going to be that far wide. If he'd probably be inside shade a little. Okay. So let's change the play. They're not running counter. Now let's say they're running speed option. So once again, center's already got an angle. He's just got one step, and keep him shielded away for a second. All right. If he doesn't, this guy could check and release. Once again, he's got the angle there. F could hook here if you want to pitch off the corner, because we're running speed option again here. Or you could have the F act like he's going to go hook, then he goes out to block. Y just runs in. Honestly, that might be an even better thing to do, because it might even draw this guy in and give the F an easier hook block if he gets all the way in and follows with a Y thinking it's a run, depending on if they run man or zone. If they're running man, he might do that. He might just follow him and not even pay attention to the backfield. So then we got the speed option going here. So he's attacking there, like yay, and then pitch. So if this is the case, look at this. The reason I really don't like this nose head up to center is because look at this right here. Everyone is accounted for on that defense. Everyone. And everyone has an angle. Now the X here could chip and get to the corner, and then absolutely everybody, And another thing is, going back to the nose here, the nose, the worst, there's no way he's going to get into this play at all unless the center and the left guard don't even put a finger on this guy, which would never happen unless the O-line is really not very good or just not well coached, but I don't think that's going to happen. So even if he's shooting, that's the only way he would potentially try to get into the way. But let's change it up here. And remember, once again, this is just personal opinion, but I've seen it this way, so this is also experience a little bit. But let's say he's in the gap now. All right. So he's got an angle, yes, but now he's probably going to have to draw a double team, because this guy is probably not going to just be able to go straight here. I don't think so. The reason why is because this linebacker, if he's athletic at all and he reads at all, he's going to flow with the play. That's going to be really tough for the center to try to get past the nose and try to get to that next level while he's flowing, right? Let's go back a little bit. So if they tried to switch it and just, angle block here and release the center to the next level, they could try that. But I'm going to guess he's going to draw a double team if he's in the gap. So here, let's go. Let's draw this up again. Especially if your nose guard's halfway decent at all. So there you go. He draws a double team. All right. Now you got your linebacker. I'll put him in green. He's flowing free. He's unblocked. And this guy surely ain't going to get in front if he flows either. Honestly, if that's the case, they could try something like that, but I definitely like the chances better once again. And I'm going to assume he's going to go here and release, just because you don't really need to block the backside DN if you're going out that way fast. But there you go. Once again, like I've said a million times now in this episode, it seems like it's personal preference, but I truly believe you put the nose tackle in the gap pretty much at all times. And the bare minimum that's going to happen is he draws a double team and frees up one of your linebackers or one of your secondary defensive players. All right. So let's get back to the video here. So we went through tight, we went through spread, and we went through unbalanced. And once again, the biggest takeaway from this should be I think the nose tackle should be in the gap, in the middle of the offensive formation. So we got 4, so he's in the middle gap. You got 5, he's on top of the center. We got 4 again, he's in the middle gap. Obviously, if it was a 3-man line, he'd still be right here. All right. So I'm still no expert. I'm just sharing ideas and experiences. So if you disagree or want to do it differently, no problem at all. But if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And like always, thanks for watching.